11th part 1. Down, up, down, enter. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Coding This. Apologize for an awkward break. It's just, there are days when I just cannot record. I cannot explain it, just I do not have the motivation to speak or anything. And yesterday was one of those days, so I had to give it a break after about 10 minutes. Yeah. I'm actually surprised you said that. I did not know that was a feature in this game. But I have your ore. Would not have thought to see you once more 5 ore lumps on a heap. English, brother, do you speak it? Your reward you have earned more than. I buy your weapons for a better price. Yeah, okay. I get the gist of it. We can always buy them back for no good reason. Amulet of Strength, don't care. But as he said, he will buy weapons for an improved price. I do not know why I don't have that equipped. Sell him that. That one of... Ooh, why are these so expensive? He doesn't offer any better prices for that. I'm just curious. There might be a... Oh, it's back now. It's gotta be some kind of bug related to the fact that he buys weapons, like he has a different script for buying weapons. I don't know, something like that. Thorben. Here I have the wood of a roses tree. Well, I don't see anything. Exactly, Master. Since the wood of a rose tree is invisible, you know that already. Well, here's the wood of a rose tree, and I'll get the 50 gold pieces. You've seen through my joke, kiddo. You're okay. Here are the gold pieces. I'm actually surprised you would pay out for that. Thorben does. First of all, Thorben does not seem like a playful kind of guy to play a prank like that in the first place. But well, didn't you run away a moment ago? I guess you're not important anymore. We never talked to Ignaz to see if he had anything else, but we have enough money now, I guess, to buy the troll skin. Which we might as well do. I think in the end, it'll be worth it. I don't believe there's any place you can just find one. And killing a troll is absolutely out of the question. One thing I forgot to mention, when I did get this scimitar, I took it back to Thorben to see, I mean not Thorben, Lobart, to see if he would sharpen it. But he won't sharpen a weapon a second time. He won't sharpen another weapon for you. It's possible it's some kind of hidden modifier actually on your character. Why did the frame rate drop so much? It's at like 15 now. That's disgusting. Now it's at like 30, 40, 30. Whatever. This is on a fairly fresh restart, so there's nothing really clogging up my computer. It's just the way the game is, unfortunately. Right, we never talked to you again. After my tumble off the top of a building. But all I care about is that you sell skins. You also sell belts. Surprised he doesn't sell armor, but I guess we don't need him to. One troll skin, $300. Too bad we had to buy one, but what are you gonna do? So, I think once we talk to Andre again, that puts us at chapter 3. And I cannot remember what the major quest for chapter 3 is. This game does not have a storyline that really builds each chapter the way the other two Gothic games did. By that I mean it doesn't, you know, Gothic 2, the first chapter was getting to the paladins, the second chapter was getting the proof of the dragons. I don't know where that key is, to be honest. The third chapter was getting the Eye of Inos. Fourth chapter was killing the dragons. Fifth chapter was finding where the real enemy was. Sixth chapter was the Isle of Irdorath. In this game, it's not quite like that. I guess I was wrong about there being a lump of ore here, was I? Maybe I picked it up without... Yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, in this game, the first chapter is just dealing with Dar, basically. Second chapter is getting into the city and taking out the goblins. Don't remember what the next chapter is, but the fourth, I believe, is actually quite a spooky one. The city basically gets quarantined again, and it's one of the occasions where you can actually permanently screw the game without even actually dying. It's weird that this mod actually does that. Give me a second here. Just taking a drink. What was that ring I found? Oh, it was an amulet, right. It's weird that the game actually does that. There are a couple occasions where you can just fuck up a major quest, and even though you can get away and kind of keep playing, you're essentially screwed because there's no way to fix it, and the journal entry will basically say you have to load an old save game. And it's a bit dangerous because if you're confused about what's happening, you might unintentionally save after the point of no return, which is pretty dangerous. What do we need to do? Oh yeah, we could go back to Constantino, but I don't think he'll have the potion ready for us yet. There's so many characters to talk to down here, but I just don't really feel like it. However, there's a major quest we can start by talking to this old guy who's back to his hammering habits. What are you doing here? What do you think, honey? I'm making music, of course. Stupid question. The house is collapsing. I'm trying to save what I can. Now scram. I have work to do. Don't know how we actually trigger this quest. Maybe we have to talk to this guy again. Do you hear that? He's starting again. Who started what again? The crazy felon. He hammers on his house again. It's quiet for a while after that guy asked him to stop. Here we go again. I'm going nuts. You can't possibly convince Felon to stop hammering, can you? How much is the piece worth to you? I mean, I can't just go there and slap the chap. I slaughtered a sheep. I may have a few delicious sheep sausages for you. Alright, that sounds like a good deal. Who are you? My name's Alan. I watch out for the sheep of the militia butcher shop. Alright. I getcha. He sells meat. And cuts meat and kills sheep. Can you stop with the hammering? Not again. Someone who forbids me to work. Just scram. Stop with that hammering. Whoops, I accidentally clicked. Felon, don't do this, don't do that. He's sick of his neighbors. I agree. You're not going to beat the crap out of me? Now if you stop with the hammering, I'm going to help you, I promise. Don't take too much time, you hear? I'll be at Cardiff's until then. So I gotta figure out some way to get him. He's stopped for now. If I find him a new hut. Well, there are no real vacant huts. He stopped. Ah, sweet piece. Fella needs a new house. You know where he can find a new hut for himself? Preferably as far from his nagging neighbors as possible. There are no free huts, and nagging neighbors ho-hum. You should go to the countryside. There this old coot can hammer all day and bother no one. It's not a bad idea. What about my reward? So he gave us 5 sausages and even some extra gold on top. Well, if he should move to a vacant homestead in the countryside, what do you guys think? There would be Sekov's old farm. Hold up, you don't even have to stop for a drink. I got an idea for you.
Do you really believe that?
Would you move to the countryside?
Those are all just rumors.
With the air smelling of sheep shit, wild beasts lurking in the bushes, waking at sunrise and tilling the fields until sunset, then dropping dead tired into bed?
Nobody ever asked.
Yeah? Sounds good. Mostly I just want to get away from these neighbors. Feel superior to these people. Since that earlier I worked in the upper town. I run a commerce office. And? Merchant prince bargained without me and it went adrift. Before I knew what was happening, I sit in his booth. Finally want to do some work that answers my capabilities. Well, how about running a farm? Talk directly to the landlord, so essentially we're just getting getting Onar a new tenant for Sekob's vacant farm. Maybe Balthazar could head back to his old sheepfold. You know that potion for us yet? Are you the alchemist who discovered Tymorian medicine? Tymorian medicine is the biggest trick since the invention of astrology. Nothing but awful rubbish. Stultification of people and daylight robbery, if you ask my opinion. Why do you even rouse? If it is a trick, people will notice, won't they? Now that's the point. People are humans, and humans believe in what they believe is going to help. Yeah, I get it. Old age Viagra. Yep. Tymorian medicine defines some body parts of several species considered to be increasing virility. But for a counterexample, when you've caroused too much, what medicine do you know to reportedly remedy a hangover? Juice of meadow knotweed with red tears, pepper, or forest berries with fish and raw meat or milk and mashed apples, or simply to continue carousing. Well, that's a whole laundry list there. Indeed, everyone has his own medicine. Is it effective? No, leaving aside the placebo effect. Saying chastity is the best remedy to impotence? Rubbish. So, he's basically a skeptic as far as this alternative medicine. Tymorian medicine is mumbo-jumbo, charlatanry, and highest perfection. Do you know who's supposed to sell it? George Place I would try in the upper quarter. Thought powdered snapper claws made you faster. Ouch! Do you have your special potion yet? Get it closer, young lady. I finished today, you may try it now. Could you do me a favor and tell me what this potion supposedly does? It, barring any side effects, it's supposed to improve your health. Now, I can't tell in which way exactly, but we'll see in 1 to 2 days. Alright, sounds good. Alright, everything for science. And take a swig. Oh, that's the old texture from Gothic 1 for the various permanent potions. If there should be unfavorable circumstances, yeah. Sounds pleasant. So in a day or two, we should start to notice the effects of that medicine he just gave us. I remember what it does, but I'll let you guys find out as a surprise, because it is actually very, very useful. When it comes to the Tymorian medicine, he directed us to the upper end of town, and there's only one alchemist up here. Hey, Wombo. What's up? You're self-disguising. Me? But I'm blonde, my dear captain. Alas, I could not make it to our day. My grandmother suddenly felt sick. Could have shown you the chainmail anyway. Someone has stolen it. Well, that's a dreadful shame. I'm afraid, without that proof, I cannot believe that you are a man. So we can go to Lord Andre now. But first, the only other alchemist up here would be Salandril. I don't know if the game is assuming that you did not get Salandril sent to the monastery. Or is he even there? No? Where is he? Oh, there he is. I want to talk to Ludero first, though. We'll find out if the game assumes he did not send him to the monastery or that the monastery let him go. Classy life here. I thought only the biggest village idiots are dazzled by the facades here. But if you like it, good. Name is Ludero, selling exotic goods. Dazzle me with your exotics. Do you sell Tymorian medicine? From what I understand, Tymoria is supposed to be basically the coastal region of Murtana. That would be in Gothic 3 where Ardea and Cape Dun is. I could be mistaken. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. These cheap sausages. We actually need those for that scavenger quest. I'll show you how that works. Oh, we got a fair bit of money. Just by selling whatever crap we sold him.
So why won't they
24? 16, not too helpful.
No secret.
So it does seem that Salandril is up to shenanigans again. What goods are you trading? Every kind of potion. Only the best ones, regardless of what Constantino claims. Are you the alchemist who discovered Tymorian medicine? There's a big fuzz about you in town. Just because I was in monastic arrest for a few days, yeah, so the game does assume that you sent Salandril to the monastery. Guess they let him go. You're the guy who sold fake mindshare stocks to Elena. The whole farm got excited about this, so I trust you with any next bogus. Tymorian medicine isn't illegal. It holds a long tradition, and it's highly profitable. Yes, it is. So what? Are you in? I don't understand. I need someone's providing me with the ingredients of my recipes. My last suppliers didn't know better than being taken the booty and having to pay a fine above that. Bartok and Regis. All the same, I do pay well. Bite me. Slaughter poor little beasts and cheat people with their bodies, I'm so not in. I have more integrity than that. However, I will still deal with you because you have good potions. Well, he has another one of those, but we don't need it. That would be very nice, but I'm starting to wonder if we will ever be able to afford that.
That's no secret.
Can't tell if I hear footsteps or if my cat's just running around upstairs.
This forever.
Should be home alone. I think someone's home. I'm not sure. I don't know. Don't care. Anyway, we have the troll skin. We can go talk to Bosper, turn that in, and then sell everything we got here. Should be for a reasonable price. I don't know if it'll cover the 300 that we spent on it, but in due time it shall. Just with the small extra dollars we get. Here is your troll skin. Our agreement takes effect. It had not been easy. Well, you got better prices on the skins. Sounds good to me, man. I quite like that whole system. The idea that you know, a skin traders will give you more for skins. It's sensible. Kind of like in Morrowind and possibly Oblivion, I can't remember. You could not, maybe even Skyrim too. I honestly, didn't pay as much attention to that, but you cannot sell. For example, you cannot sell potions to a weapon trader because that's not what he deals in. But these games have always allowed you to just sell whatever you want. Most of them also. Whoa. Oh, you're claiming your favor now, eh? How can I help you? Help me become a member of the city council. A woman? Does it work? We study the city's law rigorously. Women are not allowed to vote. Nevertheless, they can become city councilor. Between you and me, it's about time. I think I have a chance on the coming election if some influential people gave their vote for me. That's where I come into play. Convince 10 city men to vote for me. Maybe you want to bank on your female persuasiveness. This is just so sexist. I'll bring you into the council whatever it costs. Like, it's all about empowering women and yet exploiting male weaknesses or,
I couldn't care less.
I don't know, female restrictions, really. It's just it just works so backwards. Why are your wares so expensive? My wares are the best. I put only the best ingredients into the vials. Spell scrolls do what they promise. They come directly from the monastery. The trader Jorah has. Stop it with this, Jorah. This old charlatan, he is ruining my business. But if he can simply sell less expensive... What does cheap mean here? His stuff doesn't value anything. So... he's basically saying that, Jorah's potions are not as effective. So he's tested them. What are you gonna do now? Jorah may sell his botch up as he likes to. The only thing I can hope for is that someone is let down fatally by these potions. Doesn't sound very philanthropic. You know how I mean it. Where does he obtain his goods? If I knew that, I'd have taken care of it already. Summing it up, you're right. I don't want to be eaten by a snapper just because my potion fumbles. I'll see what I can do. Essentially, what he's saying is Jorah is a fraud. His potions are very cut. He's just got a lot of garbage that he mixes into them to make up for what's missing. Why are your wares so cheap? It's best quality. Just purchase a potion and be convinced. Where do you obtain your potions? Corporate secret. All you have to know is one of the finest alchemistry laboratories delivers these potions. Also my excellent booze. Interesting. That's a loose hammer, I think, that he was selling there. Basically, I should point out, his potions are unique. Extract of healing from Jorah. So yeah, even though the values appear to be the same, they actually are not as effective as they claim to be. We never talked to Andre. Let's go do that. Might as well move the plot along a little bit. What is this, the governor? Halt. You want to go in here or not? You are a woman. Really? Then I go further to Lord Andre. I can't let you through. I have no idea what the hell they're actually talking about. He's basically telling me to piss off. I must speak with Lord Andre. He guards the table at the moment. Ah! What the hell? I saved the fucking town! Let me in! Away to Lord Andre. It's about time he forks out some reward. Well, I can't go to see him. Can I talk to you about it? You have an appointment? I don't think so. Get out before I call the guards. But you're standing outside. What's going on with Gerbrandt's house? To buy a house? And in the upper court of all things? yeah, whatever. You're being sarcastic. This is Gerbrandt's house. At least that is what we all thought. Diego, the former owner, suddenly reappeared at the door a few weeks ago, and Gerbrandt was seen vanishing from uptown in a panic. Where's this Diego now? Diego disappeared and left behind this sealed letter for me. What did it actually last? Oh yeah, in the chest. I should break the seal and read the letter if Gerbrandt should ever claim the house. I should use the information therein for the good of Corinus. That Diego seems to be closely linked with the city. Do you want to buy the house or not? After all I heard, I'd rather not. So, tell me why I cannot go inside, when I was actually directed to do so. Are you actually going to stop me? Yep. He will stop me. Well, why can't I go in there? Maybe I have to talk to Wolfgar or something. I am Albrecht. I don't care if you're new or old. I'm busy. Alright, alright. Whoa, easy there, cowboy. Oh, why can't I not get inside? Yeah, I guess let's go talk to Wolfgar. Whoops. Splat. Nope. Just taking a shortcut. It's a bit strange. Well, let's see if I can convince you to vote for Hanna. Can you tell me about the future? Might as well. Woohoo! Ship, furry rodents, disease, horrible bale comes upon humanity. There in the lands of the undead, one more god will be with you. Salvation from long suffering. I cannot take out more from the dark mists of the future. Well, that's a bit disconcerting. A ship of undead and diseased rodents. Sounds like a blast. Hey, you. Okay. Can't talk to you. I'm worried that some of these plots may actually be broken. Have you been the overseer here for long? I report Overseer Bolton has been on duty for over 20 years, ma'am. Why are you so interested in that? I have to know who had spoken for the merchant Canthar at that time. Well, Wolfgar, my superior, had convinced Lord Andre to release Canthar. If you're asking me, Canthar blackmailed Wolfgar. I have my ears on my head. But I haven't told you that. Alright, so... suspicion falls on Wolfgar. I'm interested in old stories. What types of old stories? I ask why Canthar the merchant was released, although there was clear evidence for his guilt. You actually know I can cause you plenty of trouble in this town. Maybe, but it's not that nice to be blackmailed for a lifetime. What do you know about blackmail? Damn, you tricked me! You can spit it out now. Oops. I want to help you. I'm on your side. Canthar's a delicate picture which would damn my flawless reputation as captain of militia. It shows my well-known and famous wife, who I've never ever heard of. She's relatively undressed. I see. Does anyone else stand in the way of Canthar's unnude arrest? Someone's knocking. Telling Canthar to be a crook and a liar. Yeah. Canthar is as good as behind bars if you bring me that picture. And your men better be prepared to catch him on my mark. Canthar already knows the way. I'm sending Boltan to you. Alright, so all we gotta do is get that questionable picture back. And Canthar will be back where he belongs. But why can I not see Andre? He never comes outside, so it's not like I can talk to him there. Rangaroo doesn't really seem to be selling anything anymore. Oh, he's drunk. You seem to be your own best customer. Whatever you say, dude. I don't give a shit. Gentlemen and ladies, I have to go now. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.